Hi, ladies. Okay, I've been thinking about this one for a while. Big Daddy. In one of my comment sections, me and one of my YouTube followers were going back and forth about Big Daddy. All right. For those of you who don't know, Big Daddy is the guy who works hard, takes care of his family, and pays all of the bills. Okay, that would be 100% of the bills. Okay, and like the lady in my comics section, we grew up with Big Daddy as our father. Okay, yeah, Big Daddy worked 2, sometimes 3 jobs. All right, there was a man on my street, lived a couple houses down from me. He had 2 full-time jobs. Yeah, you heard me, 2 full-time jobs. He worked for the city of Detroit, and he worked for Wayne County, which is the county that the city of Detroit is in. He worked Monday through Friday at his regular job, Thursday through Sunday on his second job. All right? 2 full-time jobs. All right? So you can't tell me that there were not men who took seriously the job of taking care of a family. All right. Yeah, we don't mention them much because they were working men. Okay. But these men on this app, what they want is they want to be Big Daddy. They want to be in control of all of this up in here and not do the work for it. Because see, when it came time to pay bills, Big Daddy took care of it all. He wrote the checks. He paid the bills. All right. He was in charge. All right. So you can't be Big Daddy when you need 50-50. You don't get Big Daddy respect going 50-50. Because see, I've seen what that looks like. Yeah, it's a lot of work. But baby, you couldn't tell my daddy nothing. This is his house, all right? He pays the bills all up in here. He gave all the advice. He was there for the grandkids, the kids, for everybody, all right? That's how that works. You don't get the respect of Big Daddy unless you're willing to do Big Daddy things. And Big Daddy takes care of all the bills, all right? And it was really interesting when I started seeing the comments about modern women, modern women. Baby, when you put your spouse at home and tell her, baby, I'm going to take care of all the bills, yeah, you get a different woman than the woman that you say, I'm going to need you to do 50-50. That's a different woman, okay? Make no mistake about it. That is a different woman. Because now she got to get up in the morning and leave, just like you. She has a full work day, just like you. She got to come home and cook and clean. And don't sound like that's what you guys are interested in. One thing I can tell you, when Daddy came home, there was always a plate ready for him. And he would come home 1, 2, 3 in the morning. Whenever he came home, I talk about the parties that we had as a kid. Mama always set a plate aside. And I can remember my dad sitting in the corner, tired after a day of work, eating and watching everybody dancing and having fun. This is his house. This is his family. All right? See how different that is from, I'm going to need you to what you bring to the table. What you bring to the table. Yeah, that's not a conversation. No, that's not something that Big Daddy would ever ask. All right? So, for you ladies, if you are looking for the Big Daddy in your life, he ain't asking for 50-50. It never even comes out of his mouth. He is, I'm going to take care of everything. I'm going to take care of you and them kids. And anybody else that shows up. Because, yeah, there was a lot of folks showing up. My parents were, I don't know a good way to describe it. When the Great Migration was happening, when families were coming up out of the South, they came through our house and our family. All of my father's siblings. My mother's sibling was already here. They came about the same time. But all the family members that came up out of the South came through our house. All right? Come on in. We got plenty of food and plenty of room. That's how that worked in our household. So, Big Daddy is about responsibility, first and foremost. It is also about taking care of not only himself, but other people too. So, yeah, don't believe the hype lady. You can't be Big Daddy and work a 50-50 deal with a man. No. He don't get to be Big Daddy unless he's willing to take on all of it. Love you, ladies.